Hello, everyone. Welcome to the weekly winery update. I'm Amanda. Thank you so much for joining me. And this here is Milo. I was trying to have a special guest tonight, but as you can see, he's not the most willing special guest. So he is quite the mama's boy, and my mom is his mom, and so he's off to go find her. He doesn't like that she's out of sight. But if you can't tell by my nice background here, I am currently in Arizona. And so I am drinking from my mom's fine wine collection. She found this really unique wine. It comes in a box. It's called Franzia. So I don't know if any of you have ever heard of it. It's okay. It's something different. It's always good to try different wines, right? Especially of different calibers. So, I can't believe it's March already. We have so much stuff to talk about tonight. I don't even know where to begin because, again, I feel like there's just a lot happening. But either way, I'll start somewhere here. We do have a new wine of the month that I am really excited about. So start with that. Okay, so this is a brand new wine called Limonada Rosa. And this one, I think it's going to be really popular. I would not be surprised if it doesn't sell out sooner rather than later. So come quickly for this one. So the name kind of says it all, but maybe you don't all speak Italian. The Limonada Rosa is Italian for pink lemonade. So it is a raspberry lemon wine, and it is very delicious. It tastes like raspberry lemonade, and it's funny because back when we were doing slushies, this was a very, very popular slushy flavor. We did it in a lot of different events too. We made for Chili Mania a raspberry lemon cocktail that was really similar to this, and people just kept loving this concoction at all these different events and for slushy flavors. And so if you haven't tried it yet, you're going to want to swing in and try it. I think I forgot to ask you guys what you're drinking though. So I've got some red wine in my glass. If you're drinking something good, let me know in the comments section. Tim says the Limonada Rosa is good. Yes, I love it. So I think it'd be really good as a spritzer. So pour it over ice and add some club soda to it. I think that would be fantastic. So the Limonada Rosa is available right now for our Herd Wine Club members and for the month of March. Laura's drinking some flavored water. That's always good. Stay hydrated. Next time, you'll have to add some of that flavored water to this over ice and have a limonada spritzer because that sounds amazing. I was hoping to do my live outside because it was nice here, but now all of a sudden it's raining outside. It never rains here in Arizona, but of course it's raining today. So, oh well, but maybe my next time I'll be able to go live from the hot tub. Okay, so we have our new wine of the month and we have a new cocktail of the month. Now, I haven't gotten the details yet since I've been out of town, but the name of the cocktail is the Lucky Leprechaun. And maybe Christian or somebody watching knows what all the Lucky Leprechaun will entail. Otherwise, you guys will have to be surprised like me when you come into the winery next and see what exactly is in the Lucky Leprechaun. But Carol's drinking Chardonnay. That sounds good. Kelly's got some red wine as well. Yeah. Cheers. So our March cocktail is the Lucky Leprechaun. Very fitting for, St. Patrick's Day coming up. And then something I am super excited to talk about because we just announced it today, that's great for March, is our bottle bracket tournament. So if you are like me and you don't really care that much about basketball, or even if you do care about basketball, this is still a fun thing to do. This is, oh gosh, I should have looked it up. I don't know how many years it's been, but I would say this is our third or fourth year for sure doing the bottle bracket tournament. So if you are unfamiliar with it, I'll do a quick explanation, but we did post the event and everything. But basically between now and March 13th, you need to fill out one of these bottle brackets with which wines you think would win. Like just like you'd fill out like a basketball tournament bracket, you're gonna fill this out where as if the wines were competing against each other. So like the very first game is Sunday Funday versus Cranberry. Between those two wines, which one do you like better? Or do you think most people like better? And then you pick a winner of those two, and then that winner will go on to face Margarita Monday, and I think it says pineapple. I can't, that font is so tiny, I can't read it from here. But so on and so on. We do round one. There are 2 games a day for 8 days. Then we keep going down. It's just like March Madness for basketball, where we have 32 bottles that go up against each other. And so we encourage all of you to fill out brackets ahead of time. And then there are, of course, lots of fun prizes for those who participate. And whether you win your bracket, or we also have prizes for people that just help share and promote and comment on Vote too. So it's the best way to participate, though, is to get a bracket filled out. I will try to add to the comments section on here the link to download the bracket. Otherwise, it is on our website and Facebook page. And the bracket needs to be turned in by March 13th. If you don't have a printer at home, don't worry. Just swing into the winery any day between now and March 13th and hand in, we've got some of these printed out at the winery, so you can fill them out at the winery and turn them in there. So this is one of my favorite things that we do. Like I said, this is probably our 4th year, for sure 3rd. And it's so fun to see like which wines beat each other out, because there's definitely been some upsets for sure. I know Wine Wednesday is a really popular wine. I mean, it has its own Facebook group, but there have been some upsets with that one where some real underdogs have taken it out of the tournament. So it's crazy how the tournament goes every year. But make sure you get your bracket filled out so that you can qualify for the grand prize. And then voting and the matches and games, whatever you want to call them, those will start on March 14th, and they'll go through the beginning of April. Just like the basketball tournament, only this one is all about wine. Okay, I'm jumping back to the March cocktail because I got the info. It is a green apple mule. Both Ryan and Christian got my back here. And so it's a green apple mule that's made with Itasca, a green apple cocktail mixer, lime juice, and ginger beer. Oh my gosh, that sounds delicious, guys. I don't know. I'm guessing Christian came up with that because she's great at coming up with all these different cocktail recipes. I am going to need one of those this weekend for sure. So it's a green apple mule, Itasca, green apple cocktail mixer, lime juice, and ginger beer. I love it. Ooh, Debbie's drinking some chocolate lush. That sounds good. Something a little sweet. All right, let's start getting into this week's events. We've got some fun stuff coming up here. On Friday night, we have Family Feud Trivia. It's been a little minute since we've had Family Feud, so I'm excited to have Family Feud Trivia back. Form teams of 2 to 6 and come and join us on Friday at 6 p.m. And it's going to be a good time. So we've got that coming up on Friday. On Saturday, I am nervous but excited. It's going to be a big day. we have the lip sync battle at JPEG. So the lip sync battle is a fundraiser for Project 1649. It's happening at the Janesville Performing Arts Center this Saturday. It starts at 7 p.m. I believe tickets are still available. For sure, you can go to our team link, Team Timber Hill, and make a donation to Project 1649 on our behalf. Because not only are we competing the lip sync battle, but we're also competing teams to see who can raise the most funds as well. So we, of course, encourage, if you can, to make a donation to Project 1649. They're an amazing organization that help homeless youth in the Rock County area. And so we are so excited to be supporting them on Saturday. We are going to be lip syncing to the song Made You Look by Megan Trainor. And there's a dance move that we are doing from TikTok that I still have yet to master. However, I made a fun picture background thing that I'm hoping that will really distract people from my dance moves. And then I'm going to be making some really cool props too. We got kind of like a candy theme going. So we're going to have some fun props and fun outfits, and hopefully we can pull off some sort of good dance moves and win the thing. But word on the street, Christian was there earlier today and saw some of the competition. This is our first year doing it, and apparently they have some real veterans that have been doing it for years, and so chances of us winning are pretty slim, but I'm still holding out hope. I think we'll make our mark for sure either way. So we've got that coming up on Saturday. Speaking of competitions, I'm gonna have to, once I'm done with this week's events, fill you guys in on last week's competition. Okay, then Sunday, we're not quite done with this week's event. Sunday, we have the Girl Scout cookie and wine pairing. So that is, or is this Saturday, March 8th? I don't know what day is what. That is not until Wednesday. Oh my goodness. You go on vacation for a few days and you forget what day it is, okay? At least, I know it's March now. Okay, so this isn't until next Wednesday, but tickets are available, I believe. Come and join us. It's going to be a great time. Cookies and wine. Can't go wrong there. All right. Before I get into more of the events, I want to talk about last weekend. We were at the Milwaukee Best Bloody Mary contest, and apparently we placed in the top 3. So Christian was there representing Timber Hill, along with her wife, Lindsay, and friend Lo, and they did an amazing job because we placed in the top 3. So word on the street is we got second place, but I know Christian will be able to confirm that. But yeah, our chip jar was quite full. So very exciting stuff. We were happy to be there supporting Great Lakes Hemophilia Foundation and repping our jalapeno wine Bloody Mary. And thank you, Christian, for doing a great job representing Timber Hill and bringing home a win of some sort. Okay, next week, we already talked about the Girl Scout cookie thing. And then, so that's Wednesday. Then on Thursday, we're going to be meeting for our book club, March 9th, Thursday at 6 p.m. I have not read this book. I don't know if I'm going to because it is over 1,000 pages and I have not had time to listen to that many pages. I like audiobooks. I listen to books. And so if you are a big reader, it's apparently a really good book. So if you can somehow speed read and join us next Thursday, or maybe you've already been reading it because you're an avid book clubber, then come and join us on Thursday at 6 p.m. for the book club discussion. Then on Friday, we will be having Wino Bingo this month for March. The Wino Bingo organization is the Milton Area Youth Center. So the name kind of says it all. The Milton Area Youth Center, they host different programs and everything for youth in the Milton area. Let them explain more on next Friday, March 10th, when they come for Wino Bingo. And hopefully you guys can come and support them then as well. And then again on March 24th, they'll be back. Then, oh boy, next week's a full week. We got a lot going on. March is a busy month. So the bad news is March's murder mystery dinner is sold out. It was another doozy that sold out in like 10 hours, I think, really fast. So that is going to be next Saturday after hours at 7:30. This one, I'm really excited. It is Schitt's Creek themed. And a lot of these we've used different kits, but this time we made the kit in-house. And so it's going to be all new stuff and it's going to be a good time. So that event, unfortunately, is sold out. Maybe if you twist my arm and or Christian's arm, you might be able to convince us to do a second date. I know I am itching to get another one on the calendar here sooner rather than later. One thing I have been working on too, so I've been making this Schitt's Creek murder mystery kit. Another murder mystery kit that I've been working on is a Disney themed one. However, because there are so many Disney characters, I have like 50 some characters that will be a part of that. And so we probably will have to wait until we're at our new digs before we can do the Disney murder mystery, because it's gonna be a big one. However, in the meantime, we are going to be hosting some Disney trivia. So all you Disney fans have something to look forward to coming up here on St. Patrick's Day, March 17th at 6 p.m. We'll be having Disney trivia. Now, I definitely grew up watching a lot of Disney movies, but I know there are a lot of adults. My friend Katie is obsessed with Disney still. And so I can see like a lot of people being pretty excited about the Disney trivia. So if you want to come to this, I recommend coming early. I'm guessing it's going to be a full house for sure. So we have Disney trivia happening March 17th, save the date. Some stuff that we do have coming up that there are still tickets available for. Let's talk about those. So we have an improv show coming up on March 18th, after hours again at 7:30. Tickets are still available for this. There are limited tickets though, and they are going quickly. So March 18th at 7:30. The group's name I think is hilarious. It is Steadily Improving, kind of like steadily improving. So the improv show is going to be happening March 18th at 7:30. This will be our first improv show at the winery. And I feel like it'll be the first of many more because this group, Christian knows some of the people from it and has said some really good things about them. So it's going to be a good show. Then another event that we have coming up here that somehow still has tickets left. So grab those tickets sooner than later because this one definitely always sells out. We have an herb planting. So this is with Geski's Gardens that we have been having them come and do succulent plantings lately. And we decided to spice it up and have them come and do an herb planting for March 19th. Go get your little mini garden going. Make sure you get some mint in there so you can make lots of mojitos this spring. And then I'm a sucker for cilantro and basil. So I don't know how many different herbs she's going to have you planting, but those are my 3 go-tos. You gotta have mint for mojitos, basil, and cilantro. And that's a garden right there. So we do still have tickets for this one too, but I know a lot of the planting classes have been selling out. A lot of stuff has been. It's almost like we need a bigger place to be hosting more people. We're working on it. So we've got that coming up here, and warmer weather's coming, and live music is coming back. So I'm excited. On March 26th, our friend Brooke Nunn will be coming to the winery and playing music from 2 to 4. So this will be our first live music show of 2023, and probably one of the last ones coming up here for at the current location, hopefully. As far as construction updates go, I was not there the last week. However, when I get back here, I got to hit the ground running, all kinds of stuff. We decided on the front doors, so those are getting ordered. The HVAC stuff was planned out before I left. Now, this next week, I have a meeting with the electrician, make sure we know where all the light fixtures and all of that good stuff is going to be going. So we have that coming up, and I've got to pick out flooring for the loft area. My to-do list for the construction project keeps growing and growing. I got to get caught up on some of this stuff. So we've got lots of things happening. I feel like I'm going to blink and there's just going to be a finished building in front of me. The biggest thing I got to figure out is the bar. We've got to finalize our plans for that and get that up and running, because what good is this building without a beautiful bar? So we got to work on that and go from there. So construction updates, and then this is your 1 month warning that the domes are only going to be here through the end of March, because fingers crossed the weather is going to warm up and we are going to be able to just enjoy the patio. So get your dome reservations in. Things I don't have a slide for are the comedy show that is coming up. So we do have tickets available now for the March comedy show. And Christian had told me about this comedian a couple months ago. Her name is Rachel Mack. She's been featured on Comedy Central. And somehow Christian got her booked for our March date. And so we're going to have a comedian from Comedy Central coming to Timber Hill for the March comedy show. And I believe she just posted the tickets. So now's your time to run and grab those before they are gone. Because just like a lot of the other events, comedy always sells out. So we've got tickets for that available for now. But we'll see, especially now that we got a big Comedy Central comedian coming. It's going to probably sell out even faster. Oh, boy. All right. Something I'm trying to do for March. I just started this new personal challenge. I invite you guys all to join me. I'm walking 1 mile plus a day. So kick things off today. For every day in March, I'm going to walk at least a mile. And so I've got 1.1 in today. I did it before the rain here, so that's good. So I'm really hoping that March is going to warm up and it's going to be good weather for doing stuff like that. And then good weather for construction, of course, too. And of course, my dogs will enjoy the walks as well. But that's pretty much all I got for tonight. It's been a nice trip down here. I'm ready to fly back home and get back to working at the winery and seeing all of your faces. Carol says we have our 2 miles and we will try. Yeah. If anybody wants to join my walking challenge. Send us a message. We'll hold each other accountable. So it's going to be a good spring. We're getting there sooner than later. So that's my goal. Drink some more water too. That's my other big goal. Yeah, I gotta drink less of the Coke and Mountain Dew. That stuff's not good for you, but I love it. All right, well, I'm ready to, I've got some leftover wood-fired pizza that is waiting for me and calling my name. So I'm gonna go have some of that leftover pizza and drink the rest of my glass of wine, maybe put on a good movie. So if anybody's got some good movie and or Netflix show recommendations, drop them in the comments. I'll check back here and see what I should be watching. But that's all I've got for now. I hope you guys are all having an amazing week. And thanks for watching. Cheers.